Hello, this is Laura McDonald, reporting live from Channel 4. Even though there are multiple current events, today we'll be focusing on our past, specifically Germany's past. So take a look at what Sophia Schweinberg has for us today. Hello, Sophia.
Hello, Laura.
How are things at your corner?
We're in the beautiful streets of Hamburg, Germany, reporting live with Channel 4. Today we'll be having with us a very special and rare guest, one so hard to find. This will be an exclusive interview. Stay with us after the break for more. Nazi rule started when Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany on January 13, 1933. This brought an end to German democracy as his ideas were based on racism and authoritarian ideas. Hitler then formed a political party after his ideas, and it was acknowledged as the Nazi political party. He formed laws that limited multiple groups, including the group of women. Rules included the law for encouragement of marriage, which said that the government would give all newly married couples a loan of 100 marks. When the first child was born, the couple would keep a quarter of the money. As they continued to have children, the money would increase and they would be given the entire amount of money when the fourth child was born. This rule and much more and many rules were forced upon our guest today, and she is here to share her experience with us through the Nazi ruling period. Welcome back with Channel 4's exclusive interview with Sophia Schweinberg. We're here today with Walma Fischer. Hello, Walma.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
I'm very good. So, Walma, if you could please share with us some personal information. How old are you today and where are you from?
Oh, how old I am? I am currently 73 years of age and I'm from Germany.
So, being German, how was society like back then in Germany during the 1940s when Hitler was in rule?
Society was very strict back then because I was a non-Aryan, and as you can see my hair is brown and it's not blonde and I have brown eyes, so I was really treated different, and women expected to do all the chores and they were expected to do labor work, and we were rewarded with bed and board but not paid. We did not get paid at all.
Okay, so after all the work you were doing, you were never paid and you were just expected to sleep there?
Yes. Especially that I had children to feed.
So tell us about marriage back then. Were there any rules that oppressed women in that sense?
Truly the most oppressing rules were not marriage, but pregnancy. Because during the Nazi time, it was considered a sin, like if a female was single. And the Nazi tried to limit the number of single ladies in Germany. Not those single ladies, but German.
Cut the music!
Anyway, they forced all the single ladies at the age of 35 to have 4 children from pure German men. And this is something personal, but 1943, I was sitting alone at home and I was attacked by 2 rationally pure men, and I was forced to fornicate with them. And since then, I've got pregnant with 4 children. And I couldn't, since then I couldn't let anyone touch me anymore. It was so hard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was informed that Nazis prohibited women from being slim.
Yes.
So what do you think that was about?
Actually,
So it was believed by the Nazis that women who were fatter, in a sense, were able to hold on to the baby with more strength as they had more
I was
protein.
forced to eat a lot of food, and an exorbitant amount of food that actually made me sick. And it was actually that I became sicker eating all those food than carrying the actual baby.
What's this about makeup and trousers I hear? I truly cannot believe rules were forced upon women. Personally, I can't imagine a day without makeup. How are you able to handle these conditions and keep up with these rules?
the Nazi Party attempted to stop women from following fashion trends and ultimately forbade them to wear makeup.
Wow, I truly can't believe they would interfere with things such as makeup.
Yes, I can. We would be forced to wear our hair up in a neat bun, as you see, and like this. And it seemed as though they didn't want us to look beautiful. I mean, like now I take all my chance to look beautiful, put makeup on, I put my hair and everything. And but at the same time, wearing trousers was frowned upon.
Yes, what about the trousers? Why do you think that was?
Well, because they wanted to know that we were we didn't want to be stark men, because we were in so much war and everything. They just wanted us to feel like we still had our womanly.
Yes, so like your own woman identity. So it was believed that the Nazis formed their ideology around a phrase that stated "Kinder, Reich, Hush." So, Welma, if you could please elaborate more on this phrase and what it meant.
Children, church and cooking, and it was what us women were limited to. And in just months of Hitler's ruling, all the lawyers and successful doctors and everyone, even myself, like my dreams of becoming a lawyer were shattered because we were forced to stay at home and just take care of our children, be religious, and that's it. Because of this ideology, our dreams were shattered. No one could do anything, and soon all the women who were lawyers were dismissed. And by 1939, a few women had professional jobs, so not all of them had, and everything was just ruined.
So overall, Welma, what do you think Hitler believed women's role was during the Nazis?
Hitler had a very clear role about for the women, according to that. All he expected women to do was take care of their children and leave the working to the men. So because of that, he believed only that women should learn physical labor before, or physical learning, education, and then comes mental learning.
Just to be clear, why did Hitler want this? Why did he want each woman to have 4 children? Each and every single woman above 35. Why 4 children? And why did he emphasize the importance of physical learning?
Of course, because of the population. He wanted the German army to increase, and he wanted more children, especially boys. He focused more on the women having boys because they wanted them to join the army and increase the military strength, so then he could be the almighty powerful Hitler that he became. He cared so much about getting children that he didn't even focus on who was getting the children, even unmarried women. This is such a sin. He would take them to the places and they would be forced to commit the sins and get children. It was preposterous.
Yes, they were the homes set up by the Nazi government. Their names were Lebensborn, and it was these homes that unmarried women could simply go just to have children and leave. These homes also had very, very clear signs. The homes had huge white flags with a red dot just in the middle, so they can be recognized very easily. The name Lebensborn also translates to the spring of life, as the women were sent there to spring life, to have children, and add to the population, just as you said. So what happened, Wilma, when war started? How did women react?
When war started, 37, we were all very scared, of course. Then we were in our home, and it was scary, and it was cold. And then Hitler came back on his knees like a dog and came and told us, please, and begged us to come and help out with the war. And then he, of course, not a lot of us were interested because women don't really know much about war. And the Nazi rule had changed because after he had trained us to only do physical, take care of our children, he now wanted us to work in the war. And of course there was a lack of soldiers, and he wanted us to come, so he had to train us and we helped out with the war. After being the perfect housewife to his economy workers in the war, to persuade us.
Lastly, I would like to thank our guest, Welma Fisher, for sharing her emotional story with the rest of the world. Because of her, we have learned that during Hitler's rule, German women were forced to stay at home, have at least 4 racially pure German children, even if they were not married, as they could be sent to homes known as Lebensborns, specifically to give birth. Dyeing hair, makeup and trousers were prohibited, as women were not expected to look pretty but still look elegant. Their role was explained by the German phrase which translates to children, church and cooking, these being what women were limited to. Nevertheless, during 1937, when war started, women were expected to help the war economy by becoming workers. Thank you for watching and tune in to our episode next week. Thank you again, Sophie.
This is my kitty, Philopteris, and I am currently 73 years of age. Anyway, at the age of 35, we were forced to get married and have 4 children.
4 children?
4
So
children.
all the single ladies at the age of 35?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Salma, انتي مستفزة قوي. What's this about women being told to be معلش نص حبيبي نص dated Kinder, Tratsch, Kush. Okay, so tell me about it. Get all the ornaments.